Dear students, in this class we are discussing about particle physics. Here we are going to study about the classification of elementary particle. There are different type of classifications. One rough type of classification is this. Generally, we can classify particles into two types, that is fermions and bosons. Fermions obey Fermi-Dirac statistics and bosons obey Bose-Einstein statistics. And this classification is based upon its spin of the particle. Particle have half integer spin is known as fermion, and particle having integer spin is known as boson. So fermions are half integer spinned particle. That is, they may have spins half, 3/2, 7/2, 5/2, etc. What are bosons? Bosons are integer spinned particles. So they have spin 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. So we can roughly classify particles into two types based upon its spin, that is fermions and bosons. So we can also classify the particles. Here this is a more fundamental classification of particles. Here we can classify the particles into two types and based upon its interactions, matter particle and field particles. Matter particle is responsible for the matter present in the universe. So the matter is made up of the matter particles, that is atom, nucleus, molecules, compounds, all these things are made up of the matter particle. Then what is a field particle? Field particle is responsible for the interaction that happened in our universe. What are the four in particle physics? Interaction is nothing but force. Okay, so the fundamental interactions in the nature or the fundamental force of the universe can be divided into four types. So there are four fundamental interaction or fundamental forces are present in our universe. That is strong force, electromagnetic force, weak force and gravitational force. So these are the different type of forces present in our universe. Okay, here strong force is the strongest force, electromagnetic force is weaker than that, and weak force is weaker than these two, and the gravitational force is the weakest force. So the particle responsible for this force or the particle which are exchanged during this interaction is known as the field particle. Okay, let us discuss about field particle later. Here we are going to classify the matter particle. Based upon whether the particle is acted upon by strong force or not, we can classify the particles into two types. The particle which are acted upon by the strong force is known as hadrons, and the particle which are not acted upon by the strong force is known as the leptons. So what are leptons? Leptons are matter particle there are 6 particles present in this lepton group, and all these leptons are fermions. Not only fermions, they have spin half particle. All the leptons are spin half particle, and there are 3 families of lepton: electron, muon and tau family. In electron family we have 2 members, that is electron and electron neutrino. Electron is a negative charge and neutrino is chargeless particle. And muon family have 1 muon and muon neutrino, and tau family have tau particle and tau neutrino. They are neutrinos. So all the neutrino are chargeless, and the electron particles, electron, muon and tau have negative charge. All these particles have spin half particle. So totally lepton have 6 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in the universe we have particles and antiparticles. So in the lepton family we have 6 particles and have 6 antiparticles also. Every particle has an antiparticle. So the antiparticle of electron is known as, what is the specialty of antiparticle? They have same mass and same spin but opposite charge. So antiparticle of electron is E plus, that we know, that is a positron, positively charged electron, positron. So positron is the antiparticle of this electron. And also mu minus have an antiparticle mu plus, and tau minus have an antiparticle, that is tau plus, and electronic muon have an antiparticle, anti-electronic muon. So this antiparticle can be represented by drawing a line on the upper side of this particle. Hadrons are matter particle which are acted upon by strong force. So these hadrons can be classified into 2 types based upon its spin. So they are mesons and baryons. So what are mesons? Mesons are type of hadrons having integer spins. That is, it may have spin 0, spin 1, etc. So these hadrons can be classified into 2 types, that is mesons and baryons. And then what are mesons? Mesons are bosons which are acted upon by strong force, and they are hadrons. So there are different mesons, that is pion, cation, eta meson and rho meson, and this group is not complete because there are lot of mesons are present in our universe, so we will study only few of them. So these are that type of mesons: pions, k mesons, eta mesons and rho mesons. So this pion are spin 0 particles, spin 0 mesons, and this have 3 members in their pi family. Pions are known as pi mesons, and there are 3 members in this family. They are pi plus, pi 0 and pi minus. And next family is k mesons. We can call that as a cation. They are also spin 0 particles. We told that all these are bosons. In these, pions, cions and eta mesons have spin 0. So these 3 particles, the spin 0 mesons, are called pseudoscalar mesons. Normally the spin 0 mesons are called pseudoscalar mesons. And rho meson have spin 1, they are known as vector mesons. So the pion family, we discussed that it has 3 members, pi plus, pi 0, pi minus. K meson have 2 members, k plus and k 0. And eta meson have only 1 member in its family, that is eta 0. Rho meson, in this case rho meson have spin 1 particle, they are known as vector mesons. And there are 3 members in this family, that is rho plus, rho 0 and rho minus. And baryons. All baryons are fermions. They may have spin half, 3 by 2, etc. Let us discuss some of the baryons. That is, very familiar type of baryon is nucleon. Nucleons are the particles which are present inside the nucleus, and there are 2 types of nucleons, that is proton and neutron. Then lambda particle have only single member, that is lambda 0. And other type of baryon is sigma particle. There are 3 members in this family: sigma plus, sigma 0 and sigma minus. And psi particle have only 2 members in this family: psi 0 and psi minus. and omega particle have only single member omega minus, and delta particle have 4 member in this family, delta double plus, delta 0 and delta minus. These are the some baryons. The group is not complete. Lot of baryons are present in the matter or in the universe. We will study the some of them. Okay. So the nucleons lambda, sigma and psi particles are fermions and have the spin half. They all this four type, all the four family have spin half, and this omega have spin 3 by 2 and delta also have spin 3 by 2. So omega and delta have spin 3 by 2 because spin 3 by 2 is also a fermion. So these two are fermions but have spin 3 by 2. Nucleon, lambda, sigma and psi have spin half particle. Okay. And one important thing is that these leptons are fixed in their number. There will be no additions or no deletions from this group. Okay. There are only 6 members in this family and they are called truly elementary particle because they cannot be further divided into simpler particle. Okay. So the leptons are the truly fundamental particles and only 6 members in this family, that is 6 particles are present in the leptons and 6 antiparticles also there, totally 12 in number. Okay, then what about the hadrons? Hadrons are not truly elementary particle. That means the hadrons are made up of some other type of simpler or smaller particle. We already studied about that particle in your 5th semester, I think in your final year degree classes. That is they are quarks. So the hadrons are made up of quarks and mesons are made up of a quark and an antiquark, and baryon is made up of 3 quarks. Okay, there is no antiquarks present in baryon. They are made up of 3 quarks, and meson is made up of 2 quarks. Okay. And we know that in the pion family there are 3 different states of a single particle, that is pi plus, pi 0 and pi minus. We call this as a multiplet. So this is a triplet because it have 3 members in his family. It is known as triplet. It's a multiplet. So Chion have 2 multiplet. It is called a doublet, and Eta is a singlet. Similarly, nucleon, lambda, etc. So this is not different state of a particle is known as the multiplets. Eta. So sigma have sigma plus, sigma 0 and sigma minus. So have 3 triplets, or this known as the multiplets. So we discussed this is a fundamental type of classification. So today we discuss about the matter particle. Thank you.